Hello and welcome back to City Skyline. And we are in the busy town department and milestones. And, and we're going to milk the vanilla as much as we can before we move into DLCs. So, um, a few things for this video. Our goal is to reach Big Town. Also, we'll try to um, there's a lot of buildings here that we will have access to once we get to Big Town. What I also want to do here is you can see we have a lot of residential demand and some commercial demand as well. And we'll need to zone to get there, and you can see there is some industry with not enough workers. That means they need more people. So, with all that, I think it's a good time to invest in education and people. And if you look at the education chart here, we don't have enough elementary. So we have enough high school, but not enough elementary. University we didn't unlock yet, so that's fine. So for elementary thing, probably good idea to place it somewhere here for coverage, right here. And then we can place, say, one more public library in this area, maybe. These grids are still small for the library, so for now we can place it. Let's place it close to the school. Sure, here. I don't know, man. Okay, we can always move it, so it's not a big deal. Let's place it here for now. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so with that out of the way, I paused the game just for planning purposes. I've kept these empty on purpose because I actually want to place the headquarters here of the fire and police. So let's do that. There we go. Just unlock them and last now it's time. That should make people happy. It does increase our expenses a bit in terms of services, but we're doing okay. We have enough income, so it's not a big deal. Alright. So with that, what I want to do is these can stay for now because this is oil industry, right? So I'm going to place some perks. Let's do a little bit here. And I like placing these things beside the school. We can actually help the people by placing a parking lot here as core of the town. So it's good for people to have parking. And hopefully this will encourage people to take transit. This place is too big. This is some skunk. Okay. That's one. Okay. So a few things for people to be happy about, and we can do the rest of the stuff is paint them commercial. To take care of our residential demand now, we have to expand in this direction. There is no choice. All the services for the cities are here. So let's expand our grid. Actually, the too close. Okay, that's fine. Pause for a bit. So we'll make these residential. And what is this? Library, right? So I can actually move this here for now. And so in this direction. So just resume and zone these. Right. So what I'd like to do is actually have this collector road spread out on the corners of the map and connect to the highway, and we can possibly remove these things maybe. So we'll start with this side because we have the money for it, so why not? First, let's make sure these things have water. me do that. I'm going to switch to this medium road here. Let's make it curved road. Just like that. We're probably ruining beachfront property, but it's fine. I actually want to create. Yeah, I'm going to do a highway. I think it's not that heavy traffic for a highway. Collector is fine. Okay. All right, so just thinking about what's the best road for this thing. We can do a highway, kind of, but you know, these are highways. You know, you don't want too many highways in your city. They're expensive to maintain and stuff. We don't have as much traffic as you'd like for a highway to be effective. You know, there's very low traffic on this collector as it is. So yeah, so we'll stick to large roads here. And right, just making sure we're interrupting the power line. We're fine. It's a nice scenic route with some pollutant water and then some other stuff. Just go along all the way here. Let's make it straight. Right. And somewhere along the line we broke the water thing. Interesting. Okay. We cannot do that. Why not? Right. We can go to landscaping here and slow terrain a little bit. And click with the secondary nose to whichever. Okay. Okay. reason for that is I want to actually see if I can place this. Alright, so worst thing, we may have to just remove this road a little bit. So let's see what we can do. Blocking the pipe thingy. So we can close these now. Okay, so I'll use a level terrain again and make sure these guys have access to water. It's more like it. So we should have electricity there. We don't need this anymore then. Cool. So let's resume, see what happens. Problem solved, I hope. Yep. Cool. Alright. I don't know where this car is going. There is nowhere to go. Alright. So now we'll connect this to the highway. Okay, so to connect to the highway here, we'll be using one of the built-in tools instead of creating our own, because you know, it doesn't look as beautiful, although it works. So first things first, I'm going to remove these toll booths. I'll move it here. I'm not going to delete it because they're expensive. And I'll delete these, and then go to the three-way intersection here. I'm going to do it a little bit like this. It could have been better if I had access to this area, but I don't. So nothing to do about that. I can make it here, kind of do a work like that. It's also overlaps with this one. So I might have to delete these elevated ways that I made. Or I can just make you know, my own stuff here. That also works, but I have to do elevation and stuff. It'll be a little bit ugly, but maybe it's worth it. Let's see. Yeah, this is cool, right? So here we have our highway, and we'll go to the highways tab. It's a regular highway. Build in there, connected. Those here, those here. Nice. Right, and then these can actually connect here. How did you do this? Okay. An intersection here. Might be better with roundabout. You know? I don't know. Let's see. Just keep things simple here. We need to, so this is one way, right? We have to make it one way as well. So this is going this way. No. Yeah, no. Not this way, man, the other way. Yeah. So these goes that way, these goes this way. So cars coming in this way, go there, going this way, goes there, this way. Right. Okay. Alright, so this takes care of this, and let's look at our electricity issue. So this basically like let's just make more development here without the need of worrying about putting too much pressure on this road, right? And just delete this thing. And I don't know if I want tolls. Even if I want, I'll probably make them like I'll probably make them automated. So I don't think we can place tolls here. So let's just keep them in stock for now. They're just city's inventory. We'll turn them off so they don't cost us anything. And then once we have maybe this area unlocked, we can put the tolls here. That means we don't need these anymore. Right. And now let's resume. Very nice booking traffic here. We can make it nicer by placing trees and stuff. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. So the other thing we have to do is we have to remember to upgrade our roads. That's done, and let's have a look at our education now. Our eligible capacity is better. We do have a lot of eligible for university, so for that we need to hit the next milestone, and we're going to do that by zoning in more stuff. So probably we can start from here. It's important to make frequent road connectors like that. To avoid getting a lot of traffic problems. So we'll do a little bit of commercial here, and maybe here. shelf here. Look at that. Vanilla has a lot of things to offer. DLC is nice, but you know, to fully utilize all the features of vanilla, it takes a lot of time, and you know, let's see, did we run out of oil and stuff? I don't think so. Just not enough workers. So the reason I did that, one of the main reasons is so I can have a direct line in here and make this a industrial zone, right? We'll let this develop a little bit. We don't have a lot of things in demand. Everything is looking good. A little bit of fire hazard there, that's fine. Okay, so as these build up, what's happening here? These things redevelop, so it's fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually develop these forestry area. So you can see here, this is all forest and oil. So I have a forestry industry here, a big forestry industry. Right, so this thing actually connects to the highway, and then we need something like this, the opposite direction. We'll probably do it somewhere around here for these things to connect. The better thing is to buy this tile and have the rail connection, but that's later. Okay. So, let's get started. I'll just do it a little bit off camera and then show you guys. So, as you can see, I've just used the medium roads there to block this area off. Once I buy this, I can also implement that. So this will be basically our forestry industry, right? So I'm going to use I'll resume at like 1x speed, and then we'll paint this district like that. And we'll make it our forest specialization. King Heights. Names wood. Okay. Right. So what we're also going to do is actually build a mini support system residential area in this area. That'll be mostly blue collar workers. So that'll be totally separate from this right here, and in the future we can connect them via metro or something, but for now that'll be a totally separate area, mostly blue collar people. Alright, so with that in mind, let's start the gridding. So we'll start off in this direction. Right. And then 1, 2. We'll make them bigger maybe because it's forestry. 3. We'll see how it goes. It might be too big. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it can be big in this way, like. Right. And now let's make the main things. All the forests are here. Right. So usually I wouldn't do all this planning ahead, but because I have a lot of money, I'm letting the population grow, and in the meantime I'm using my time to draw the grapes. Right. And then I don't have to take out power water all the way from back here because there's a power water pump there. Right, so right here there is a water pump. I can just utilize this one. That's done. In terms of power, we do have a line here, so we can just pull that in. Like that. We'll probably use it as a temporary measure until we have enough, right? So we'll just double up a few of these. And as this is going on, we'll develop our blue-collar residential area. We're kind of low on power, so I might as well turn back on our coal power plant that was turned off. take some time, obviously. We're going to go to policies, disable all this, and yeah, that's all. And we've reached big time, which means we got taxation policies, metro, education boost, industry automated toll, a lot of fun stuff. First things first, we are short on highly educated workers, so I'm going to quickly place an 80%. And I guess we'll do it a little bit off the collector road here. So maybe down here. Right. So slowly start producing educated workers. We also unlock taxation policies. We're not ready for 4.0, so that's not a big thing. All right. So with that, we'll slowly have the worker issues sorted out here. In this area, though, we're slowly starting to build, and problem might be power or lack of workings. And as for the we also have sewage problems, right? So we'll need to connect the water pipes to the main pipes. So the sewage problem is solved. So for our residential zone here, the blue color residential, I'll call it, we will just have a little buffer here for commercial. These will be all residential. Okay. So other issue might be is that this is actually not connected to anything. So that might be an issue. We'll solve it. So let's pause for a while to solve that problem. We may have to delete this little patch of highway and get this again. It's a little, left, right, but roads are usually not just straight, like a grid. It's usually a little curved, so it's fine. So now with that, we have to do something like this again. And let's see how it looks. Just one way going in and out. So maybe this time a roundabout makes more sense. But there will be heavy traffic. I don't know if roundabout really makes sense. I don't really like roundabouts, so I might be biased. Anyway, so let's do this. Let's do this. Right. And going in, coming out. It's very confusing. This should actually, how I did it here, it should actually come into one junction, right? So let's try and do that. Here you should right, so you go out, you go in this way, go out that way. Alright, cool. So now we have a connection to the outside world. This thing needs to be fixed. But yeah, it's not gonna do it at some point. So moving on to the water pipes. Not fixed it. We also have power issues now. Now we will this is for, I think, low density is not for here because we're looking for blue collar workers. We're gonna go for high density. terms of commercial, we'll do some high density here. And then some low density here. People like to do shopping and stuff, right? You see things are building up. This will be a blue-collar zone, so mostly uneducated people, and not a lot of services and stuff. They have to rely on the main city for coverage to healthcare and everything else. They'll just work in this sector, more or less. Basically no demand for residential now. We have a garbage incineration plant, and we'll be building a lot of our dirty stuff in this area, and try to move all the dirty stuff from here. So I'll start doing that right away. So let's just place some road off the residential here. Or maybe just here. This is forestry, but this is fine with me. Like that. And then we'll place where's the incinerators? Let's place the incinerators here. Empty out these things. The landfill is almost full, right? Let's just we have a garbage problem, so we need to place more landfill for now. So let's place it here for now, maybe. This is too close to the residential now. To remove this industry slowly anymore. So I'm just keeping them because it's a black gold, it has oil. And I'm trying to empty this building. The incinerator is going to slowly burn down it's developing. Slowly burn down the and we will build actually one garbage dump here. So seal. We're almost hitting the 1 billion mark here. We don't have enough population per metro, I think. We're about to unlock a small city. can see lumber company. They have job for uneducated people, right? And we have uneducated people here, so that's what we need. We unlocked a small city. Level 6 buildings, trains, high-rise, ban, industrial spend, allowed zone industry. Okay. All right, nice. The next is 16,000. We're not gonna get there right now. We're hitting the 1 hour mark, so I'm going to end the video very soon, just before we do just enact some policies here. And let's see. We'll do industrial space planning. There's more risk of fire in the city, but it's also better in a way, I guess. So, this city already had a good fire thingy, so I'm gonna move this one. To here. Small police station as well. I expect we'll be seeing some crime because this is high-rise, low-educated people. This way. We've reached the $1 million dollar mark, and the industry is slowly developing. We don't need these. So if you look at the traffic, this is actually very bad traffic here. And so we need to do something about that. There is traffic piling up here as well. So we can actually maybe upgrade the road here. We don't have much options, to be honest. So what we can do here, for this area, gridlock, we can see if we can do any traffic management here. So instead of a light, we're not doing this. Right, we'll put a stop sign here, stop sign here. Stop sign here, stop sign here. Just make them flow faster. These little things really do help. stuff's in here, right? And now you can see it's probably a little bit better. Still not the greatest. So what you can also do is build some more roads. You can have like this is having a pressure, right? So we can have like one additional road that does the same thing basically. So we connect from here. Like that. And so hopefully have to like that. So, oh, this is one way. And this guy is stuck. Okay, so if this is one way, there is no need for this, actually. Right, so one way, one way. Another road. Next here. Little bit of traffic here is expected because of the high rise, right? They'll have to deal with it. It's not one of the high value areas of our map. Okay. And look at the car now. It's still bad, but I think we can do another thing. So we can have like these, and also there is like more than one way to go, right? And same with here. There will be traffic here. We cannot do much about this. We can try and upgrade these. That's all we can do. better. I hope, yeah. This will be bad, man. Let's look at this. Very bad. We're running out of power. Okay. So with that, let's first let's fix the power and then we'll end it. Can actually start building another all power plant. So we don't need this grid anymore, but I'm gonna keep it connected anyway. So with that, we're gonna end this video here, and then on the next one, I think our goal is to fully develop this industry, and we have to have some kind of hospital and stuff for these guys so they don't all die, right? But yeah, that's the goal.